if I went round saying I was an emperor, just because some moistened bint had lobbed a scimitar at me, they'd put me away.
Welcome to WatchMojo UK, and today we're counting down our picks for the most iconic Monty Python sketches that have somehow become funnier with time.
Parrot, wake up!
Number 10. Machine that goes ping.
More apparatus, please, nurse. The EEG, the BP monitor, and the AVV.
Yes, certainly, Doctor.
And get the machine that goes ping.
Our first entry comes from The Meaning of Life, a film not as celebrated as two of their others, but adored by fans nonetheless. Not too far into the film, we get this hilarious hospital sketch showing a pretty farcical baby delivery.
Still something missing, though. Patient.
Anyone who's been involved in some sort of hospital procedure can relate, with doctors rarely explaining to patients what medical machines do.
What's that for?
That's the machine that goes ping. You see, that means your baby is still alive.
In the decades since its release, medicine has improved greatly, with hospitals increasing their frequency of pinging machines, making this sketch feel more relevant now than it did in 1983.
Wonderful what we can do nowadays. Ah, I see you have the machine that goes ping. This is my favourite. You see, we lease this back from the company we sold it to, and that way it comes under the monthly current budget and not the capital account.
Number 9. The Galaxy Song.
I'll tell you what.
Now, listen to this.
Whenever life gets you down, Mrs. Brown, and things seem hard or tough.
If you're not an astrophysicist, you may assume most of the astronomical figures sung by Eric Idle in this tune are complete nonsense. Well, they're not. The majority are surprisingly correct, and it's only become more correct with time.
Just remember that you're standing on a planet that's evolving and
In 2014, Idle got both Stephen Hawking and Professor Brian Cox involved, creating a sketch where Hawking runs Cox over for criticising the track.
in an outer spiral arm at 40,000 miles an hour.
Then in 2016, they updated the figures for a BBC production called The Entire Universe Show, with further help from Brian Cox.
And pray that there's intelligent life somewhere up in space.
The amount of effort Idle put into the song's accuracy is astounding and serves as a testament to his talents as an artist.
'Cause there's bugger all down here on Earth.
Number 8. Wafer Thin Mint.
Good afternoon, sir, and how are we today?
Better
Better?
get a bucket. I'm gonna throw up.
One of the most memorable moments from the troupe's entire career is the Mr. Creosote sketch. Even if you've never seen the full movie, most people have watched the Wafer Thin Mint sketch.
Et maintenant, would monsieur care for an aperitif, or would he prefer to order straight away?
It's one of the most revolting moments in cinema, concluding with Mr. Creosote violently exploding.
And finally, monsieur, a wafer thin mint. Oh, sir, it's only a tiny little thin one.
Shockingly, this sketch was initially rejected. Thankfully, it made it to the final product, and it feels like a timeless satire of excess consumerism.
Just one. Just the one. Yeah. Voila.
Many fans interpret it as a metaphor and a criticism of overconsumption, showing that a society that encourages consuming everything will ultimately destroy itself. Number 7. The Argument Clinic.
I'd like to have an argument, please.
Certainly, sir. Have you been here before?
No, this is my first time.
This sketch first appeared in Flying Circus and is so cherished that it was later performed at numerous live shows. People consider it an example of how to be massively incompetent at arguing.
Is this the right one for an argument?
I've told you once.
No, you haven't.
Yes, I have.
When?
Just now.
This makes it feel more relevant in this day and age on account of the internet.
Yes, I did.
No, this isn't an argument.
Yes, it is.
No, it isn't. It's just contradiction.
No, it is.
Viewers at release may have longed for an argument clinic, which we now have an abundance of, but it's instead called the web. Finding arguments as side-splitting as this one is extremely rare though. The idea of arguing for a career also seems fairly silly at first, but then you remember, politicians exist.
Argument's an intellectual process. Contradiction is just the automatic gainsaying of anything the other person says.
No, it isn't.
Yes, it is.
Not at all.
No, look.
Thank you. Morning.
Number 6. Spam sketch.
Morning.
It's not hard to imagine that future generations may live their lives completely unaware that spam was originally a meat. Now when you think of spam, most people associate it with rubbish emails.
Egg and spam. Egg, bacon and spam. Egg, bacon, sausage and spam. Spam, bacon, sausage and spam. Spam, egg, spam, bacon and spam.
This makes the iconic flying circus sketch even funnier in today's day and age. Fascinatingly, the modern term for spam derives from this sketch.
Have you got anything without spam in it? Well, spam, egg, sausage and spam. There's not got much spam in it. I don't want any spam.
It's not just become funnier with time, but it's one of the most culturally influential moments in the show. Also, the first 2 items the cafe owner lists don't include any spam, but the customers seem to completely forget her mentioning that a moment later.
Look, could I have egg, bacon, spam and sausage without the spam? Ugh. What do you mean? I don't like spam.
Number 5. Always look on the bright side of life.
Cheer up, Brian. You know what they say? Some things in life are bad. They can really make you mad. Other things just make you swear and curse.
Life of Brian is still relevant today for a multitude of reasons, including the boundless optimism we hear in its closing tune. While hung up to Crucify, the cast begins singing this surprisingly pleasant jingle.
When you're chewing on life's gristle, don't grumble, give a whistle. And this'll help things turn out for the best.
It's since become a staple of British culture, reflecting our stiff upper lip attitude and determination to cheer ourselves up with laughter, no matter how dark times have become.
Always look on the bright side of life.
It's so culturally seismic that it was played at the London 2012 Olympics. The only time this would become no longer relevant would be if we managed to achieve world peace and everyone's problems vanished entirely. That's not realistic though, so we'll be humming this tune to our graves.
So always look on the bright side of death.
Number 4. Dead Parrot.
I wish to complain about this parrot what I purchased not half an hour ago from this very boutique.
Oh, yes, the Norwegian blue. What's wrong with it?
I'll tell you what's wrong with it. It's dead, that's what's wrong with it.
Many fans consider this sketch to be the height of the Python's career, and it's easy to see why. It's a pretty overt satirisation of poor customer service, something all of us can probably relate to.
This parrot is no more. It has ceased to be. It's expired and gone to meet its maker. This is a late parrot. It's a stiff, bereft of life, it rests in peace.
In fact, we believe it's more relatable now than it was in 1969. That's because now, customer service standards seem pretty low, with things like online AI chatbots feeling far more frustrating than Michael Palin's shopkeeper character.
Hello, Polly. I got a nice cuttlefish for you when you wake up, Polly Parrot.
There, it moved.
No, it didn't.
The sketch's timeless nature made it a fixture of their live performances, with them performing it at almost every live show after its initial broadcast.
Polly! Now that's what I call a dead parrot.
No, it's stunned.
Number 3. You are all individuals.
You're all different. Yes, we are all different. I'm not.
There are so many defining quotes in Life of Brian that it's rare to find a fan who can pick just one as their favourite. One people often rank highly is when Brian tells his followers they're individuals, and some random extra improvises this line as a response.
You don't need to follow me. You don't need to follow anybody. You've got to think for yourselves. You're all individuals.
It's one of the most discussed moments of the film, as it is a masterful commentary on individuality within not just religions, but organisations and society as a whole.
Please, listen. I've got one or two things to say. Tell us all of them. Look, you've got it all wrong. You don't need to follow me.
This makes it hit harder now than it did in 1979, as the internet and globalisation have made us all feel more connected, but to many of us, it comes at the cost of individuality.
Now you listen here. He's not the Messiah. He's a very naughty boy. Now go away. Who are you? I'm his mother, that's who.
Number 2. What have the Romans ever done for us?
And what have they ever given us in return?
The aqueduct?
What?
One topic Life of Brian doesn't shy away from is criticising revolutionaries. The People's Front of Judea is central to the plot, with Brian becoming radicalised by their ranks.
Judean People's Front. Well, the People's Front of Judea.
While they were undeniably fighting against an empire that didn't consider them equals, the empire did do a plethora of things for them.
And the roads. Well, yeah, obviously the roads. I mean, the roads go without saying, don't they? But apart from the sanitation, the aqueduct and the roads...
Irrigation? Medicine?
It may have felt like a bit of absurdity at first, but now it feels like a surprisingly accurate summary of Rome's complex legacy. A legacy so complex that scholars are still debating whether the quality of life improved for people who were conquered by Rome. We can imagine those discussions being almost identical to the movie's original scene.
Fair enough.
And the wine?
Yeah, that's something we've really misread if the Romans left.
Public baths.
And it's safe to walk in the streets at night now, Reg.
Number 1. Political peasant.
Well, I am king. Oh, king, eh? Very nice. And how do you get that, eh? By exploiting the workers. By hanging on to outdated imperialist dogma which perpetuates the economic and social differences in our society.
One of the most out-of-place characters in Holy Grail is the anarcho-syndicalist peasant. It's humorous because of the ridiculousness of a medieval peasant being so well-versed in modern political theory.
Didn't know we had a king. I thought we were an autonomous collective.
You're fooling yourself. We're living in a dictatorship. A self-perpetuating autocracy in which the working classes...
Oh, there you go, bringing class into it again.
Conversely, it also highlights the absurdity of many political systems from human history, where supreme executive power doesn't derive from a mandate from the masses. The troupe were masters of anti-authoritarian humour, frequently criticising structures like the government and organised religion.
Listen, strange women lying in ponds distributing swords is no basis for a system of government. Supreme executive power derives from a mandate from the masses, not from some farcical aquatic ceremony. Be quiet.
Many comedians cover similar topics, but the Pythons seldom mention specific figures, meaning their abstract brand of humour will be held in high regard for decades to come, maybe even centuries.
Ah, now we see the violence inherent in the system. Shut up!
What Monty Python sketch do you think has stood the test of time the best? And did we mention it today? Let us know down in the comments below.